Welcome in, ladies and gents. Got another edition. KSR's Kentucky Football Rebuild live here on the KSR YouTube channel. Man, I tell you what, watching UK football in real life is just the most depressing thing I've ever seen. That South Carolina game was complete bullcrap. I mean, how do you turn the ball over 4 times against, like, what are you doing? Like, how do you even pull that off? That's almost impressive. As bad as it is, it was almost impressive. But we're back trying to win a national championship here for Kentucky and Mark Stoops. Now, in year one of the rebuild, I don't know if you want to call it unrealistic or lucky or what, but you see the record up there, top left. We are 10-2, and we're in the college football playoff right now, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I'm going to go look at the bracket. Just look at the college football playoff bracket. It includes Kentucky. We are sitting there, 6th team in the country, play USC in the first round. If we win, you play 12-1 Miami. And, I mean, you just look at the gauntlet that we would have ahead of us. I don't know if there's any chance in hell that we have to win the national title here in year one, but, you know, we are going to give it our damnedest. We're going to give it a shot. So, without any further ado, guys, I mean, I guess we're here, right? Like, I'm excited for this one. We did this late last video, but it's been a minute since we've recorded, so we'll look again. Sam Pittman got fired in real life, so this is interesting. Imagine if Mark Stoops and Cal both end up at Arkansas. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Cal's already there. Imagine if Mark Stoops does. Like, Sam Pittman got fired. They're offering Mark Stoops in this game. That's insane. Sharon Moore got fired at Michigan, apparently. So Michigan is on the docket. In real life, I think Stoops would take this in a heartbeat, if we're being honest. Same with Nebraska, and I imagine he'd take Wisconsin too. But, I mean, we're here for a Kentucky football rebuild, not necessarily a Mark Stoops rebuild, even though we've stuck with him in this rebuild. So we're staying in Kentucky. We're here to win ball games here, including this one. We, as you can see there in the bottom, 81 across the board for both teams. If you haven't been here before, I'm going to say it again. We do offense only because watching defense isn't the funnest experience from my time watching people play this game. If that's something you all would like to see change, feel free to comment or let me know. DM on Twitter, whatever it is that you want to do. But until then, we're going offense only. We have a home game here in the college football playoff. Kind of sad it's a day game, though. That's a bit depressing. But regardless, there's that stupid drum that I don't think we've seen that drum in. I mean, I think like what the COVID year was maybe the last time they used that drum, but regardless, it's here. I don't. Every time I've been to a game, I don't remember no damn drum. But here comes USC out into the field. It's gonna be a long game. I feel like we got our hands full this time around. As you can see, USC already putting points on the board, but it's our time to respond, right? So feeling pretty confident. Dante Dowdell's been pretty solid for us all season. There we go. Nice little gain on first down, 2nd and 5. But if you haven't been following along, the run game has kind of been our bread and butter, as Mark Stoops would probably like it to be in real life. And we try to mix in some passing when we can. I don't love that right there. Let's go with this curl flat right here. But, yeah, we're just trying to rebuild Kentucky football. And not only rebuild Kentucky football, but we're trying to get them to the national title game and ultimately win it. So I'm going to go just try to throw it right here. There we go. Kendrick Law has been so reliable for us in this game. I kind of wish he'd turn up the heat in real life. You know what I mean? I don't know how I'm feeling about this Georgia game, though. I mean, I know that I'm feeling that we're going to lose, right? Like, I'm not sitting here thinking we have a shot against Georgia. Like, I'm very confident we're going to lose. But for me, it's like I feel like every year Kentucky plays Georgia in real life. If we expect it to be a close game, what the hell happened there? If we expect it to be a close game, we get blown out by like 50. And if we think, okay, well, you know, like this year, for example, oh, we're horrible, they're going to beat us by 1,000, then you pretty much know that, come on. You pretty much know that, like for me, it seems like, okay, we might be able to keep it close. So I don't really know what to expect. I don't know if we're going to lose by 1,000 or if we'll be able to keep it close. I guess we'll have to see. Spread was like, what, 20.5, 21.5, something like that. So Maybe we can keep it somewhere around there. I don't know. All I know is I'm not expecting a win, unfortunately. Um, this game, second quarter, 4 minutes, 28 seconds left in the second quarter right now. Feeling good. Dante Dowdell just running through people. That's nice to see. Wish we can get more of that in real life too. A lot of talk where it's like, man, if only this weren't a video game, right? Like, if only he was doing this IRL. We are just short of the sticks, which is fine. I'm actually gonna get no. I don't want to run a jet touch pass right here. I know we have Kendrick Law, he's fast. Guys like Jamori Macklin, but see, there you go. Get to the edge. Run. There you go. We'll take that. It's a big game right there on first down. We are on USC's side of the field. Now, this is something, speaking of, I wish they'd do this in real life. This is something we need to do more. A little bit of play action, man. I feel like we're just dropping Cutter back like so much, and it's just like, what are we doing? Like, or not even just dropping. Like, why are we in shotgun? Why are we doing all these things? Like, we can't pass the ball. We all know that. So I think like if you're gonna try to throw the ball, just do it in play action, man. Like, at least and throw that wrinkle in there, because I mean, just being completely honest, watching the current Kentucky football product is like watching, I don't know, poop in a toilet bowl, right? Like, it's just unpleasant. No one wants to see that. Here we go. The slant play, probably a bit cheesy, but maybe very cheesy. Maybe. How do you not come down with that? I guess it wasn't the greatest throw in the world, but man. Now, speaking of, if you all followed along, you all know that vertical wash shake is one of my go-tos. I'm not going to run that this time. 3rd and 12. I feel like this play might actually give us a better chance, because either the route to the tight end will be open there, which, speaking of this guy, I haven't seen this Brown guy. I don't know if I've seen him yet. I don't know if he's fake or something. I don't know. And then you have Dowdell who can leak out too. So I'm going to throw it to the tight end, and I think, yep, we got the first down. There we go. Sweet. So we are on the 9-yard line here, looking to make a push for a touchdown. I'm going to see what Bush Hamden has for us in store here in the coach suggestions. Per usual, his play calls are pretty shit. We'll go with the strong toss to Dante Dowdell. Our run blocking in this game is actually pretty solid, and I think we might – nope, we're going to get stopped a little short, but that's all right. 2nd and goal, 3-yard line. I do love this trap play here. We've got that's Josh Braun there on the left who's going to pull and get that linebacker, hopefully. Kind of. All right, 1-yard line. Let's just try to run it up the middle again. You can't go away from your identity in this game. Okay, we've got it. Touchdown, Kentucky. There we go. So pending this PAT, which obviously I guess with Kentucky football is anything really given. There we go. We're knotted at 7. They just scored. So now it's 10-7. We have 50 seconds until the half. This game's going by quick. All right, so I guess we got to try to air it out a little bit. This team, probably the last team I would ever think of for like a 2-minute offense, but here we are. We just got to try to make sure to stay ahead of the sticks. We just got to be sure to, we got to be sure, all right, don't get stopped inbounds a ton, and if you do, just make sure you're ahead of the sticks like that, so at least it'll pause on the first down. All right, here we go. We've still got 2 timeouts, which is important to keep in mind. Jamori Macklin, you've been so good for us. Just reel this one in. There you go. That's fine. We're in the middle of the field. I'm actually going to call timeout. It wouldn't let me. I'm not going to call timeout anymore. Well, I think we can run up another play, and then I'm going to start thinking about those timeouts. I actually think we can run it here. There we go. Sacrifice your body, Cutter. All right. I'm going to call timeout. There we go. Because I want to stop the clock and maybe squeeze in. I think after this play, I think I can squeeze in not getting a timeout in after this play. But then after that, I think I may want to. But I also need to start trying to consider maybe some shots in the end zone. So what do I want to run here is the question. which doesn't matter. We already got something off, so I'm just going to pick this. I may have to call another timeout again because, yeah. I called the timeout because I was too busy scrolling through the playbook. And maybe this is what happens in real life. Bush Hamden is just sitting there, and he's like, all right, who cares? I'm just going to look at the playbook for 10 years. All right. So we're 5 yards back. That kind of sucks. I'm going with this play because I think we can get some shots in the end zone, but I don't know. And I don't really love any of this. Just get out of bounds. There you go. Okay. So we're kind of back where we were before, just with less time on the clock. I actually kind of like that Y trail play because I think Jamari can get open. And if not, there's other options. So let's see what we can do. I'm going to roll out, maybe. There you go, get out of bounds. We'll take that. I guess, okay, we got to try to be smart here. We got to try to tie this ball game. All right. Now, the system I'm playing on, now obviously I'm playing on a PlayStation, but the system that we use in order to, I guess, stream this, it makes it a little laggy. And basically what that means is I just can't suck. See, I almost did it. Almost went a little too far, but it's all right. We're good. Field goal good. We are tied 10-10 heading into the half, and we have a shot, right? And we got a decent shot to win this game. I still don't know if I'm going to expect it, but I guess we have a shot. Okay. We have the ball, which is good, 25-yard line. Third quarter just now underway. I like this counter play. No, I don't. You got to block him if you're going to. Josh Caddis right there doing us absolutely no good. Okay. Let's see. What does Bush Hamden have in store? Bull crap. I'm going to give this bench switch a shot. Just to see what we're rolling with. I think Kendrick Law can get open right there. Never mind. They dropped down, so I'm just going to have to throw this one away. All right, 3rd and 11. Not necessarily the greatest spot to be in. I think that's okay. We're gonna force feed this one to Jamari Macklin. I was maybe hoping the DBs would press a little bit. I think I can actually get this to. There you go. Let's go. All right. I was like, I saw the hole. I saw the vision. I was like, I can put that in there. I can squeeze it in that hole. Pause. You know what I mean? Like I can do this. All right. Anyway, jet sweep here with Kendrick Law. That's what I like to see. Okay. Kendrick Law, jet sweep. I was going to say on paper, this sounds like a decent idea. And 2nd and 3. There we go. So we're doing good. We have the ball in their territory, which is nice. 31-yard line. I'm just starting to feel questionable about the plays I'm calling, though, because I feel like I've got like 3 plays that I'm kind of rotating in and out of. But the screen could help us mix it up, but we don't have the blockers there. So now it's 3rd and 3. I actually don't mind the RPO, but I'm going to choose a different kind of RPO. So there we go, RPO alert bubble. So Kendrick Law, I don't think he's going to be able to get open, so we may have to run. No, he'll be good. There we go. All right, sweet. All right, first down, Kentucky. That's what I was talking about. There we go. Let's go back to Bush and his coach suggestions. Let's just keep on running the ball like that. If we can somehow win this game, that would be really sweet. If we can somehow get past this one here. 2nd and 3. We're going to go back to the screen. I think this one can work a little bit better. Here we go. That's what I damn it. Click the button too fast. That's what I'm telling you. This game is like, it's pretty unforgiving, actually. Like you click a button. Oh shit, I didn't mean to. Like you click a button once and then it like spams it, and that's like, all right, well, now you have to do this. First down. All right, there we go. Sweet. I was not expecting that at all. I like this inside zone a little bit. The receivers kind of spreading it out a little bit. I like the look our line has against their front 7. Okay, never mind. I shouldn't have. That was a stupid thing to say, apparently. Let's go with this duo here. I think it's the play we ran that was the touchdown last play, given we were on like their 3-yard line or their 1-yard line, but still. Okay, 3rd and 8. I do not want to run a screen because I want to keep this ball in the middle of the field, which means I'm going to run this halfback draw, actually. That's what that means. I don't want to get it off to the side. There's Seth McGowan. I was kind of wondering when I'd see him. And then we'll just take it as it is. Playing a little conservative, I know, true Mark Stoops fashion, but I don't want to be the one to do something stupid. There we go. Field goal. We have a lead, right? Like, that's the main thing. You got to get a lead in this game because our defense just got to stop. There we go. 10-3 still. We're still doing pretty good. 37-yard line, 49 seconds left in the third quarter. I love this look that I don't know who the tight end is right here, but he's wide open. Yeah, there was nobody covering that. Nobody was over there. Was that say Elijah Brown? What was his name? I've never seen this guy before in my life. And if he's been in an UK football game, I don't believe it. Okay, Jamari Macklin. Here we go. We're on the 30-yard line. Doing good. Can he get open? He can. I can't get the ball out in time, though. That sucks. Wish Jamari's route would have broke a little sooner there. Let's see here. Back to Bush. I'm going to run the jet touch pass. See, the only reason I don't love this play is because it's Troy Stiletto. And, like, what are you getting from this out of Troy Stiletto? That's what you're getting with Troy Stiletto. 3rd and 13. I don't know. I guess we'll run the screen, but I don't necessarily love it. Even though they're going to be aggressive right here, which may help me out. You kidding me? Now I have a 50-yard field goal. All right, here we go. I know I've blown some really bad kicks. This ain't going to be one of them. Yes, it is. And with that, USC ties the game. Because I can't kick the football, right? I feel like it's a very basic function of the game. I can't kick the football, apparently. All right, up the middle, Dowdell. Make a man miss, maybe. There we go. Solid gain. Very solid gain. We will take that for sure. Let's go with this tight slots play. I like the kind of nice little bunch formation. Should be able to run this pretty good here. Or so I thought. Didn't even get a yard out of that. Here we go. We're going to go back to over-reliable for a second, and then we'll try to switch it up a little bit offensively. Here we go, Jamari Macklin. See, they blitz, and I feel good, and then it just kind of goes to crap. But, excuse me, that time kind of works out for us a little bit. Okay. So we have a chance with 3 minutes left in this game. We can really close this one out, right? If we can slowly start to inch our way toward the end zone, we can kick the game-winning field goal. So after this play, I'm actually going to turn on the 2 clock coach management thing. And I wish he would have went there sooner. I don't know why it was that huge delay in motion, because I think we can start to kind of chew this clock. Hopefully don't give them the ball back. There we go. That's a big run. That is a huge run for us. That's what I like to see. We're going to let this go to the 2-minute warning. I like the position we're in. As always, last 3 episodes, got to have a can of Mountain Dew. # not sponsored. Maybe one day we'll get there. Now we're just trying to not screw this up. You know what I mean? We're in a great spot. That's fine. USC still has 3 timeouts. So that is important to remember. I want to keep this ball up the middle. I don't want to. I want to keep it in between the hashes right here, right? I want to make this as easy for my kicker and, frankly, for myself as humanly possible. So now they're going to start to use their timeouts, which makes sense. 3rd and 6. I was curious what Bush has cooked. See, I kind of like that slot 2 buck because of that tight end route right there that gets in right there in the middle. That being said, I'm not willing to throw the ball right now. I'm just not. So I guess we're going to run a halfback draw and kind of hope that we get the first down. Okay, we don't. So now we got to kick it. Okay. We got a lead. 16-13 on USC. We just drove down the field, kicked that field goal. It's been a hard-fought defensive game. Our guys, they look kind of fired up. That was I've seen better celebrations, I guess. Next moment. Did we get a stop? Did we win? There we go. All right. Sweet. So, hey, so I'm talking about. All right, 16-13. We won a college football playoff game in year one of the Mark Stoops rebuild era. 83 yards, 18 carries for Dante Dowdell, 1 touchdown. I mean, this was a beautiful carry right here, but I wonder if they'll show it. The carry that I think kind of sealed the game. It was like a 15-yard run there on their side of the field to get us in good field goal position. But hey, just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves a team that's, 11-3 now? I guess, or 11-2, I'm sorry. We're 11-2 right now. And we play Miami, I believe is who I said it was. If I remember right, 12-1 Miami, it sounds right. Let's go ahead and skip through. Actually, real quick, I am going to look at – it is early National Signing Day. We can't recruit anymore, as you can see, 0 to 0 hours. We feel pretty good about this kid coming just because nobody else is recruiting him. And then otherwise, we've gotten the kids that we want, including that 5-star. Kentucky, we are sitting at number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are the 6th. We have the 6th best recruiting class in the SEC and the 20th best overall in the country. We are ahead of LSU, South Carolina, Tennessee, Florida, A&M. So, been a pretty good recruiting year for us, to say the least. So that's good. Heading into next week, like I said, we play Miami. Mario Cristobal and his Miami team. I'm a Titans fan, so my main association with that university is, of course, Cam Ward himself. Still number 6 in the country. Obviously, it's not going to change now, but there we go. Cats and Canes. 6 versus 3. Safe to say we'll be underdogs in this one. That's all right, though. Offer accepted. Oh, my goodness. I forgot we did this last video. Who do we hire as defensive coordinator? I don't know. Sam Pittman gets fired at Arkansas, and now he's our offensive coordinator. I forgot we did that. It's been a little bit since we've recorded, clearly. So who's our defensive coordinator if we got him? Oh, did we not get a D coordinator? Or did we keep Brad White? I bet we kept Brad White. Managed staff. We kept Brad White. Oh, my goodness. So our coaching staff right now is Mark Stoops, Sam Pittman, and Brad White. I was just talking about Stoops leaving and going to Arkansas, but I forgot we hired their head coach. We hired Sam Pittman. That's pretty funny. Actually, I want to go back. I want to see what new job offers Coach Stoops has. 89 across the board. We don't have that level of talent. Obviously. All right, who offered Coach Stoops this time around? Who offered him this week? Okay. So where did Lane go? Lane Kiffin is no longer at Ole Miss. He didn't get fired, if you can see there, under previous head coach. He got a new job somewhere. There actually is a function in this game where the coach can go to the NFL, but I believe instead of new job, it says left for NFL. So we have head coach offers for Memphis, Rutgers, UConn, and then Ole Miss, which is an interesting one that he would definitely take as well. So I wonder if the staff moves. Okay, the staff moves is here. Where in the hell did Lane Kiffin go? LSU. Huh. All right. How about that? Sark went to Michigan. That's cursed in itself. Brian Kelly was fired at LSU, and now is at Nebraska. Eli Drinkowitz went from Missouri to Arkansas. Okay. All right. Let's see here. What else happened? Kyle Whittingham, he retired. Let's see. Yep, we got Sam Pittman. Luke Fickell, fired as the head coach of Wisconsin, now at Iowa State as their defensive coordinator. And I think that's about, it's like the last kind of notable thing going on right there. Man. Greg Schiano hired at Syracuse. That's interesting. Man. How about that? Brian Kelly fired. That's pretty funny. But yeah, I'd say the two biggest moves are Sark to Michigan and then Lane Kiffin to LSU. So that'll be interesting to see how LSU shapes up. I believe he actually did that. Like I did a rebuild of who was I rebuilding? I want to say Tulane, maybe. No, it was someone really obscure. Old Dominion. I was doing an Old Dominion rebuild kind of in my spare time just because they're like the worst rated team in the game, and I thought it'd be a fun thing to do. And Lane actually, I don't think it was immediately. Like I don't know if he did it after year one, like Lane just did, but yeah, he ended up at LSU, what I remember. All right, we're starting this game. Playing Miami, I believe, is this a road game or is this a neutral site game? I don't remember the playoff structure. It's a road game. Actually, I mean, I know this is a road game, just like this game is at Miami. But is this also like, I feel like for some reason Hard Rock Stadium is one of the host sites, and like Miami just happens to be playing in its own stadium. So it's like supposed to be a neutral site game, but we're on the road. All right. Regardless, guys, we're here. Second round matchup in the Orange Bowl against Miami. I can't wait. If we beat them, I can't wait to do the upside down, like the U upside down. This will be great. Miami gets a field goal on their first drive, so now we have to respond here. Inside zone be our first play from scrimmage. I like the all-white uniforms. I feel like it's really crisp, actually. Miami, they're man. And that's going to be the thing with this game. They're just going to have the better players than us, right? They're just going to have more talent across the board. So we got to learn to live with it because otherwise we're going to get eaten to shreds. Dang it, you got to bring that down. For me, if you're a wide receiver and the ball hits both of your hands, and I'm talking it's controller's football. If it hits both of your hands, you got to come down with it, right? You're a D1 player for a reason. You're an NFL player for a reason. You got to come down with that football. Just throw it away. Just throw it away. Good night. All right, so first drive, not a good drive to say the least. And now we're punting the ball away. He's taking forever. Look, good night. They wanted him to get blocked right there. So Canes have the ball back. They don't score, which is really nice. I bet they missed a field goal. I couldn't tell there through the little simulation or whatever. I like this halfback toss here to Dowdell. It feels like in this formation, it's pretty predictable kind of play, but got us some yardage, and who cares, right? Predictability, you don't want to be predictable, but hey, if you're predictable and dominant in what you do, who cares, right? Like, there you go, Dowdell. Another first down. He's been a workhorse for us all year, man. He's been absolutely wonderful, to say the least. All right. I like this fake toss because obviously gets the defense kind of off skew, but doesn't who's supposed to block him? I know in real life What, isn't Ruben Bain like literally like one of the best players in the country? But like, come on, man. Like someone's got to be on him. We're gonna run a little screen action here. Just try to get the ball upfield, but right now our offense isn't looking very good. That's probably because they can't block anybody. I'll tell you what, me as a play caller, I'm about to get put to the test, that's for sure. All right, see, Ruben Bain is going to finish this game with 77 sacks. Like, he is going to literally rip us alive. Don't love punting on back-to-back drives. Really don't love the field position they're about to get. There we go. 1st and 10, Miami. Will they score? They do. So it's 6-0. Our defense, they're bending and not breaking, right? Like, you hear that verbiage a lot. Like, our defense, they're trying. You know what I mean? Like, our offense is playing like crap. This is very much like real life, where our offense is playing so bad, and you just kind of like hope the defense can keep you in there for a little bit. There you go. We have a 1st down. That's good to see. You just got to try to keep Miami on their toes, I feel like, in this kind of game, right? Like, you just got to try to – I feel like you got to try to stick with your identity as much as you can. But Miami's front 7 is eating our offensive line like breakfast, lunch, and dinner and a midnight snack, right? Like, we stand absolutely no chance right now. Here we go. Bang. Held on to it. There you go. 1st down. Okay, we're moving the ball a little bit. It's starting to feel a little better, a little bit more smooth here. All right, Dante Dowdell, halfback draw up the middle. I feel like their linebackers are going to be ready. They kind of weren't, and it doesn't matter because offensive lineman can't hold his block for any longer than half a second. So we're going to try to run the speed option, see if we can get outside of them. Actually, we're audibling because Ruben Bain sitting there as the pitch man. Yeah, he's gonna tear this play up to shreds. So let's actually not do that. Is there literally any other play? Let's go play action right here. But yeah, I don't want to run. I don't ever want to throw. Damn it! I was trying to air it over the top, but I can't. I don't have enough time for play action. I don't think. Like, I don't know if I have enough time to sit here and try to actually run that. Hopefully that safety on the left doesn't go back. He does. Nothing is open. He brought that down? Oh, my goodness, Jamori. That's beautiful right there. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Let's go with this jet. I feel like we might be okay here because Kendrick Law's got some speed on him. And we were not okay there. Clearly, it doesn't matter. Even though, even if Ruben Bain isn't on that side, it doesn't matter who they have. They're going to be a better athlete than who we have. I didn't mean to throw that. I meant to snap the damn ball. I don't know what it is. I think the game's like controls are sensitive. Or like, this is an interesting play. We have numbers, so we can make this work. I'm an idiot for thinking we can make it work. Let's try to get on the board here before the half. We have another shot. Get on board before the half. It's not all gloom and doom, I guess. I didn't mean to throw that. What is going on? I snapped the ball and I don't know what's going on. I snapped the football and the controller's like, yep, there you go. Yep, you snapped the football means you're going to throw it to him now. It's not what I meant. It's not what I wanted. There we go. Dante Dowdell. We have 3 timeouts, but we're kind of in desperation mode a little bit. So we're going to start burning timeouts kind of immediately, actually. I didn't mean to be going back right there. Ball falls down, so I don't have to waste the timeout, I guess. Okay, Miami's kind of in their like prevent defense, which would make a lot of sense. Jamari Macklin, please. Who is going to block? Can anyone block the edges whatsoever? Shiaz Pete has been the biggest piece of crap in real life and in this game. And we gotta call timeout. I can't sit here and try to run this play, like try to do any of these things. Not audible. Hot route. I'm like, no, God bless America. Hot route, circle, out route, please. Thank you, Mary. And Jesus. I thought it would be a deeper out. I guess I'm not. Okay. Whatever. Just to get the ball out. Just get the ball out at this point, man. I got to see if we can gain some yardage right here. I'm not feeling great about it. Just get at the middle. Get up. Time out. All right. I think we have just enough time. 54 yards. They got a man back. Our stadium pulse. It's not even stadium pulse. Okay, so this is a neutral site game by technicality. It's just our kicker isn't going to have fun from this range. And that's what I get for trying to kick a 54-yard field goal. Because I try to kick it far and like let it go further in the meter. And then it goes to the red and it's so far that he just kicks it. Shanks it 800 feet out of bounds. That's the thing. Miami's not even playing good. They've only scored 9 points. And it's been all just, I mean, that's how you get 9 points. It's all field goals. But like, they're not doing anything. We're just doing less of nothing. I don't know how that's possible, but we're doing it. I don't know what to do. I'm going to run this little play action. I'm going to regret it. I'm just going to throw it out to Jamari Macklin. Go get it. All right, yeah. Like, excuse me. In a situation like this, I'm almost just helpless trying to score because I don't know what to do. Our guys are buns. Our quarterback can't throw. I can't do controls. We just have to punt again. This is really unfortunate. I think we're going to get shut out, right? Like we're still in the game. Oh, shit. I think we're still in the game. Okay. So much for being in the game still. I can't believe I just did that. I haven't done that. And I've spent, I think, around 200 hours of my life playing this game. It's the first time I've done that or allowed that to happen. So, yeah, that sucks a lot. And that's the thing, man. Sometimes stuff just don't go your way playing this game, right? Like sometimes it just don't work out for you. I mean, there's a world where we come down and, score 3 touchdowns, but I just don't know if we live in that world. We're going to give it a shot, right? That's why we're here. Like, we're not here to just completely give up. So head into the fourth quarter, we are down 20-0. It was 9-0, a 2-score game. And then the punt return touchdown. And so now we're here. Stats absolutely horrible. -1 rushing yards. You know what? Just for my sake, I mean, just so I have some kind of bit of pride heading into next season, what we're going to do actually is we're going to run the damn football at least one more time so we have positive rushing yards. There we go. I think we're at 2 yards on the day. Now, I know a lot of those yards come from sacks, but you get my point. I'm actually going to run that duo play again just because I think we can get these 2 yards and kind of truck along. But obviously, late in the fourth quarter, we're at a point where we're going to start throwing the ball. So I hate to do it, but we almost kind of have to spam this play because it's our best chance to get back in this game. Okay, Miami, they blitz. Jamori's open. Just go up the middle. Hurdle him. Almost killed the guy. Sorry, Jamori. Okay. I mean, it's not the best thing in the world to sit here and run this. He just shattered his ankles into 800 pieces. Hold on, go. Wait, what's the zoom function? Zoom. There we go. Sir! Oh my! Jamor put him in a spin cycle. So, we got one highlight. Jamori Macklin put him in the spin cycle. Lord have mercy. All right, 28-yard line. We got to score pretty much now, right? Like we got to score. We don't have much time to waste. Is the point I'm trying to make. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and just call timeout right there because we didn't get to the first down, and we need first downs. And if we can't stop the clock, then we just start burning timeouts, and that's just the way it is. Here we go. All right, we'll take it. Jamori gets hurt. Are you kidding me? Oh my! And that's what happens. I throw the ball to him, and then he just gets hurt. Right. There we go. 2nd and goal. We lost yardage or didn't gain it. Come on. Hopefully the tight end can kind of just get out here for a touchdown. I think he actually can. Nope, he won't. He sure won't. Now we're in a dangerous spot where we may not even get any points on the board in this game. Touchdown Kentucky, all right. There's a shot in the dark. More options. We'll kick the PAT. But I'm actually here so I can do the onside kick. Okay. I'm just going to try to get a good feel for where I want this thing to be. Can't go a whole lot of directions, but I'm going to try to kick it over here a little bit. Yeah, all right. Well, I'm not playing defense. We know how this goes. Super sim, play options, play offense. There we go. Miami pretty much puts the nail in the coffin right there. At least we weren't shut out, right? Like that's a positive. Right? You have to kind of take the positives. I mean, we finished the year 11-3. Hello, what he just glitched into nearly picking that off. What? Yeah, it's not even worth doing a whole lot there. Say we finished the year 11-3. we got a win, right? Like, we won a college football playoff game. Oh, shoot. I thought it was in the coach suggestions. No wonder. There's a lot worse spots to be in year one of a rebuild. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think any of us expected to actually be here in the college football playoff by any means. It just kind of sucks to see the run come to an end. And Jamari Macklin just continuing to put this, like everything on his back right now. I mean, my goodness. Right now, we're kind of just hoping and praying for any little thing we can get in. Kendrick Law, maybe? No? It's all right, I guess. I got to say, switching to Cutter Boley, I think was the right move. I mean, obviously, in real life, I think it's pretty fair to make that argument, but oh my goodness. Yeah, I think in real life, you can make that argument pretty easily. Excuse me, but, in this game, I think it was a harder decision to make. I'm just going to take a sack right there. I think it was a harder decision to make in this game, right? Because Zach Calzada had us, I think, at 6-1 or 5-1 before he made that switch. And Cutter Boley's gotten us here to the playoffs. And with that throw, the ball game is over. All right. Well, year one of the Kentucky football rebuild comes to an end. A crashing, halting end, unfortunately. 28-7. Was Coach Stoops' second hands with. Who is that coach? Is Mario Cristobal not the coach at Miami or something? Or am I bugging? Or did I just not see him? Miami football coach. It is Mario Cristobal. So who the hell is that? Coaching for Miami. Anyway, 28-7 final. I know it's a 25-10, but I think that's a bug in the game. Finish year one 11-3, right? Pretty good year for the most part. We'll kind of do a quick little recap, if you will. Start the game with a win over Toledo. Lose to Ole Miss, who at one point was the number 1 or number 2 team in the country. When we beat South Carolina, they were the number 3 team in the country. Georgia's obviously Georgia. Beat Texas, at this point, we're sitting at what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7. So we're sitting at 7-1 at this point. We lose a tough one against Florida at home, and then you destroy the FCS team. You beat Vandy, beat Louisville in a really tight game. And then you have the USC game, which was another tight, hard-fought defensive game, right? And then we just didn't have the guns to keep up with Miami. But if you look right, right. I don't know why I'm doing that. If you look right there, I don't know. You all can see it on the screen. The combined opponent record. We played good teams, right? Like, we didn't play a bunch of bums. This FCS team, you can't see it because my face cam's blocking it, but the FCS teams this game makes up, their record's always just 0-0. So, let's see. We've got team stats. Is that a thing I can just look at? Team? Where's stats? Stats and records. I mean, literally right there. Okay. So, on the year, Cutter Boley. Okay, Cutter Boley and Calzada each played 7 games. This will be interesting. You just look at the stats, right? Cutter Boley, 114 completions to Calzada's 11. To be fair, he had more attempts. Calzada, a little bit more efficient with his passing, but not significantly. Cutter Boley, a couple more yards passing, a couple more touchdowns, one less interception, and a little bit. The yards per attempt were a bit down with Cutter. The net yards per attempt were a bit down with Cutter. But I think you have to be pretty thoroughly pleased with what you got from Cutter in this game, right? Like how Stone Saunders is at 69 overall. You can barely see it up there. Like, what are we doing? I feel like that kid's a bit better than a 69, but nice, right? Which kind of sucks to see everything come to an end right here, but at the same time, it was a good first year. I mean, we had that going for us. Bye week. I was curious what the coach carousel looks like. It'll say bye week for the next couple of weeks. What are all the openings? Let's see here. Florida State's got an opening. Now, really, Mark Stoops, I think in real life, if this job comes open, he's there yesterday, right? I mean, he coached there. I mean, I think he's the head coach there if that's a real life opening, to be honest with you. We'll just kind of skip through the week. Hopefully Miami wins the title. That would look good for us. National Championship week, skip. We'll see who wins the title. All right, history update. Texas Tech. Texas Tech went 16-0. Texas Tech went 16-0. Beat the living crap out of Oklahoma. You can tell this is a video game, right? Because I don't think that's happening in real life. Anyway, we'll kind of wrap this video up here in a minute because I don't want to start a new season in this video and then jump into the next video like that. But we'll do the off-season recruiting. Players leaving. Okay. Dante Dowdell wants to transfer. Please come back. Failed. Now, this is going to be really sad. We have a lot of people that are going to leave. Willie Rodriguez, gone. Ashton Cozart, gone. Sam Green, gone. We have no chance to bring any of these dudes back. Gone. Brendan Ward. We've got Brendan Ward. I mean, he's probably like the last one I wanted back. Stone Saunders, gone. And just like that, man, only kid we were able to convince to come back was Brendan Ward, which of everyone on that list I wanted to come back, he wasn't one of them. But I guess we didn't lose everyone to the transfer portal. It sucks. Dowdell, Sam Green, a lot of really good names gone in the portal. It just sucks. Draft results. Did we have anyone go to the NFL? Josh Braun went in the third round. So that'll actually help us in the future in offensive line recruiting. So let's go down here and reinvest hours into this kid. There we go. Sweet. And then now we're just going to try to basically fill up where we can. Okay. We're going to try something. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I don't know if I can do it in this. I don't know if that worked. I don't think it did. Well, I was trying to show you all that Gavin Wimsatt is there. I think you can see G wins it. I don't know if that pulled up anything at all for you all. I don't know what that did just now, but Gavin wins it. I might have to start moving the camera to the other side. Still trying to figure it out, right? We're gonna try to get him. Ain't no reason not to. Easton Messer, Florida Atlantic, from Louisville. We could try to get him. Try to get one of the better wide receivers, because why not? Let's see. Are there any 5-stars in the portal? Oh. Hello. DJ Lagway is in the transfer portal. That's pretty funny. We can't recruit him though, which kind of sucks. Top kids from Kentucky. I'm just curious. Okay, quarterback here. All right. Left guard. There we go. I'm not going for 2 stars in the portal. Okay. So now we'll just go back to recommended. I'm going to, this is how I always do it. I go to search. I'm going to see if there's any 4 stars that have us as their top school. And there's plenty. So now what we're going to do, because we kind of need everything. Okay, we're actually not going to offer every single defensive back in the country. Let's not do that. Except defensive backs love us, apparently. So that's always fun, I guess. 3 stars. We only need 4 more targets. I just don't want to offer any more DBs. Are you kidding me? Are they all DB? All right, we have a right edge. Left edge. All right. Any offensive players? See, that's the thing with Mark Stoops and this team. It's just defensive players that want to come play for you. You go, Mike linebacker. Let's throw in a Sam. And there's our 35 targets. So now we're off to the recruiting board. Just trying to see what we can do as far as recruiting goes. Basically, I'm just going to send it with every one of these kids that I can. And it's interesting because think about this in real life. Like, is Kentucky doing this in the portal? Like, no. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Kentucky's not going out there and recruiting kids of this quality. So it'll be interesting to see how many of these players we can get to sign. I'm not going to sit here and do all 4 weeks of off-season recruiting because it's a tumultuous process. I'll do that off camera, because it's literally just going through here and doing this for about an hour or so, and we're not going to sit here and do all that on stream. But we will at least sit here and offer these kids together and see what kind of impression we may be able to make on them, right? And that could always be fun. First year of the Mark Stoops era, it's an interesting dynamic where we went 6-1. Well, we started 7-1. Oh shoot, how many hours do I have? Do I have 65 hours? Okay, let me pull back those 15 hours. This is what I get for blocking the thing. Man, there we go. We'll just have to readjust the camera. No, stop. We'll have to readjust the camera and go back, which is fine. Yeah, 11-3. Not mad at it at all. It's actually, about as good as a year as you can ask for. So, okay, see, this is why I wanted to be careful, because now we'd start putting less hours into kids, so I can be sure to give every kid, um, some recruiting hours. And there you go. We're going to be sitting at exactly 0 hours left, which is where I wanted to be, which is good. And then we're just going to keep recruiting. We got 4 weeks of recruiting. Like I said, I'm going to do the rest of it off camera. I'm not going to make you all sit here and watch this, because it's really just, really you just sit here and just kind of watch this whole process go. We're first for a lot of those kids, which is great. Finished 11-3, number 8 team in the country in the final poll. And then, let's see. I was trying to look at the college football playoff bracket. I don't think that's possible. I was seeing who Miami lost to. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen. You're one of the KSR Kentucky football rebuild. 11-3. Made the college football playoff. Beat USC. Lost to Miami. It's pretty clear we still got a long way to go as far as talent and everything like that goes. But at the same time, you got to be pretty excited for what the future holds. Had some pretty good highlights, like beating South Carolina and Texas, beating Louisville. And like I said, the playoff win. Got a 5-star commit. We're heading towards the right direction, clearly. We're just not there yet all the way. So, that being said, we're going to call that here. I'm going to do some recruiting off camera, going to get the schedule ready, all that. But until next time, just thank you all so much for tuning in. Subscribe to the KSR YouTube channel. We really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, if you enjoy the content we put out, please subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe, do all those wonderful things. Not just for me, but for our guy Steven, for everyone here at the KSR network who helps and contributes. It means a lot to us. So, like I said, we're going to head out, do some of this stuff off camera, and then we will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for being here.